There's a thief operating in broad daylight, and its target is you. It doesn't steal your wallet or your car. It steals something far more precious: your strength, your independence, your very ability to navigate the world. It's why that grocery bag feels heavier than it used to. Why getting up from a low chair requires a little extra push. And why the lid on that jar of pickles seems permanently sealed. If this sounds even remotely familiar, take a moment to subscribe, because understanding what's happening inside your body is the first step to fighting back. This isn't just a feeling of being out of shape. It's a silent, systematic dismantling of your physical foundation. A process so gradual, you might not notice it until you're suddenly faced with a task you can no longer perform. It's the quiet erosion of your power, happening one muscle fiber at a time. This invisible decline is the single greatest threat to your autonomy as you age. It's the difference between living a vibrant, active life and becoming a prisoner in your own home. It's the root cause behind the terrifying fear of a fall, knowing that a simple misstep could lead to a catastrophic injury from which you might never fully recover. We often dismiss these early warning signs as just getting older, a normal and unavoidable part of life. But this acceptance is a dangerous mistake. What's happening is a specific, measurable, and devastating biological process. It's a condition that robs you of your ability to play with your grandchildren, to travel, to simply walk with confidence. It replaces vitality with vulnerability, and it's happening to millions who are completely unaware of the true culprit. The numbers are staggering and should serve as a wake-up call. Starting as early as age 40, the average person begins to lose muscle mass. After 50, this process accelerates dramatically. You can lose up to 1% of your total muscle mass and 3% of your muscle strength every single year. Think about that. Over the course of a single decade, you could be operating with 10% less muscle and 30% less strength. This isn't a rare disease. It's a near-universal phenomenon that medical science calls sarcopenia. It affects more than 40% of adults over the age of 60, and its consequences are profound, leading to frailty, loss of function, and a drastically reduced quality of life. It's a slow-motion crisis unfolding within our bodies. But here is where the story takes a critical turn. While a certain degree of muscle loss is a natural part of the aging process, the rapid, debilitating decline that so many experience is not. There is a hidden catalyst, a silent accelerant that is pouring gasoline on the fire. For a huge portion of the population, something in their daily lives is actively working against them, speeding up this muscular decay far beyond the natural rate. This is why two people of the same age can have wildly different levels of strength and mobility. It's not just genetics or luck. One of them has likely been unknowingly exposed to an agent that sabotages the very structure of their body, making them weaker, faster. The question, then, is what is this powerful accelerant? What is this hidden enemy that turns a gentle slope of aging into a steep, dangerous cliff? The answer is both shocking and disturbingly common. It's not a rare chemical or an exotic disease. It's a silent poison, something many of us interact with every single day, believing it to be harmless or even helpful. It's an element so deeply embedded in our modern lifestyle that we never stop to question its devastating impact on our muscular system. And in the next part of this investigation, we will unmask this invisible thief and reveal the one thing you might need to eliminate from your life to reclaim your strength and your future. The silent poison we hinted at isn't a foreign substance. It's a process happening inside you right now, a slow-burning fire that never gets extinguished. It's called chronic low-grade inflammation. This isn't the dramatic, painful inflammation of a twisted ankle. It's a quiet, persistent state of emergency, a war fought at the cellular level. For decades, it can operate completely under the radar, systematically dismantling your body's most vital tissues. Your muscles are its primary target, and it robs you of strength year after year, making you weaker and more fragile with each passing season. To understand this enemy, you must first understand its heroic twin: acute inflammation. When you get a cut or sprain your wrist, your body launches a brilliant, coordinated defense. Blood rushes to the area, carrying an army of white blood cells. The area gets red, swollen, hot, and painful. This is acute inflammation. It's a short, intense, and highly effective process. It's your body's first responder, cleaning up damage, fighting off invaders, and initiating the repair process. It's a sign that your immune system is working perfectly. It's the good guy. Chronic inflammation, however, is the villain of our story. Imagine that same emergency alarm, but it never shuts off. The first responders never go home. They just keep circulating, on high alert, day in and day out, for years. This constant low-level activation of your immune system doesn't heal. It harms. It's like a friendly fire that slowly damages healthy tissues. Because it's low grade, you don't feel the heat or the swelling. You just feel its consequences over time. Fatigue, aches, and, most critically, the steady, unexplained disappearance of your physical power. So how does this internal fire specifically target your muscles? The answer lies with microscopic messengers called cytokines. In an acute response, cytokines like tumor, necrosis, factor alpha, and interleukin-6 are crucial generals, directing the immune army. But in a chronic state, they become rogue agents, constantly bombarding your muscle cells with destructive signals. They essentially tell your muscles to stop building and start breaking down, a process called catabolism. At the same time, they block the signals for muscle growth, or anabolism. It's a devastating one-two punch that sabotages any effort to maintain strength. This isn't just theory, it's biological reality. The weakness you feel, the difficulty climbing stairs, the hesitation before lifting something heavy can be traced to these inflammatory cytokines, waging war on your muscle fibers. They are the invisible saboteurs, turning your body against you, accelerating the natural aging process into a rapid decline. You are not just getting old. You are fighting a hidden internal battle. The crucial question, then, is not just asterisk that asterisk this fire is burning, but asterisk what asterisk is the fuel that keeps it lit, day after day. So, if this chronic, muscle-wasting inflammation is a fire raging silently within your body, what's feeding the flames? The answer isn't some complex medical secret. It's sitting in your kitchen. The primary driver of this destructive process is the modern diet, a pattern of eating that acts as a constant supply of inflammatory fuel. These aren't exotic poisons, but everyday staples so common, we barely question their presence on our plates. Every meal is a choice to either douse the fire or to pour gasoline on it. Understanding which foods act as this fuel is the most critical step in reclaiming your strength. Let's start with the most notorious arsonist: refined sugar. When you consume it in sodas, pastries, or even seemingly innocent breakfast cereals and flavored yogurts, your body experiences a rapid blood sugar spike. This surge triggers a massive release of insulin, but it also signals your fat cells to release pro-inflammatory messengers called cytokines. It's like sounding an alarm throughout your system every time you eat a cookie. For many, this isn't a rare event. It's a constant low-level assault happening multiple times a day, keeping the inflammatory fire smoldering and actively preventing muscle repair. Next are the wrong fats, industrial trans fats, and an overabundance of omega-6 fatty acids. Trans fats, listed as partially hydrogenated oils, are chemical nightmares found in many margarines, fried foods, and packaged baked goods that directly trigger systemic inflammation. But a more subtle enemy is fat imbalance. Our diet is flooded with pro-inflammatory omega-6 from cheap vegetable oils like corn, soybean, and sunflower oil, used in nearly every processed food. This throws off our crucial omega-6 to omega-3 ratio, creating a highly inflammatory state. If you're finding this helpful, hit the like button and comment which of these oils you see most on ingredient labels. The third major fuel source is the category of refined carbohydrates. This isn't about all carbs, but specifically the ultra-processed ones. Foods like white bread, white pasta, and most packaged snacks have been stripped of their fiber and nutrients. Your body digests them almost as quickly as pure sugar, leading to the same damaging insulin and inflammatory cytokine spike. They provide a quick burst of energy, followed by a crash, but their lasting legacy is fanning the flames of chronic inflammation, creating an environment that is toxic to your muscle tissue. Putting it all together, you see a clear pattern. It's a dietary landscape dominated by sugar, unhealthy fats, and processed carbs that creates a constant state of emergency in your body. This diet is the true architect of the accelerated muscle loss so many experience. The good news is that you hold the power to change this. By recognizing and removing these inflammatory fuels, you can begin to extinguish the fire and create an internal environment where your muscles can not only survive, but thrive. In our next video, we'll cover the specific anti-inflammatory foods that fight back, helping you rebuild your strength from the inside out. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. Gen Z inside your body. Your immune system never gets a chance to stand down. It's perpetually on high alert, and your muscles become the collateral damage in this endless war. Recognizing these foods isn't about guilt, it's about empowerment. By identifying the fuels that feed the inflammatory fire, you've taken the most crucial step toward finally putting it out and starting to rebuild. After identifying the fuels that feed the fire, we now arrive at a critical turning point. Because for every pro-inflammatory action, there is an equal and opposite anti-inflammatory reaction. This is not about deprivation or a list of forbidden foods. It's about deploying a powerful, strategic arsenal. We can actively recruit a team of nutritional firefighters designed to extinguish the chronic blaze and begin the crucial work of reconstruction. The very same plate that can cause the damage can also be the blueprint for repair. This is where we shift from defense to offense, arming our bodies with the specific compounds, the omega-3s, the polyphenols, the antioxidants, and the fibers that don't just calm the inflammation, but actively provide the building blocks your muscles are crying out for. This is the antidote, and it's found in your kitchen. Leading this charge is the omega-3 fatty acid brigade, found abundantly in fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines, as well as in walnuts, flax seeds, and chia seeds. These essential fats are the biological countersignal to inflammation. When your body consumes pro-inflammatory omega-6 fats, it produces molecules that sound the alarm. But when you supply it with omega-3 salt, it manufactures a different class of molecules, entirely specialized pro-resolving mediators, including resolvins and protectins. Their job is literally in their name. They resolve inflammation. They don't just block the inflammatory signal. They actively initiate the cleanup and healing process, telling the immune system to stand down and allowing the muscle repair machinery to finally get to work without interference. Next, we deploy the polyphenol powerhouses, the vibrant compounds that give fruits and vegetables their brilliant colors. Think of the deep blue of blueberries, the rich red of strawberries, and the dark green of spinach and kale. These are not just passive antioxidants. Polyphenols, like curcumin from turmeric or catechins from green tea, act as powerful signaling molecules. This team is supported by the crucial alliance of antioxidants and fiber. While inflammation rages, it creates a storm of oxidative stress from free radicals, which causes collateral damage to muscle cells. Antioxidants, like vitamin C in citrus and bell peppers, and vitamin E in nuts and seeds, are the frontline soldiers that neutralize these free radicals on contact, protecting the integrity of your muscle tissue. Meanwhile, dietary fiber from sources like oats, beans, and lentils acts as a systemic regulator. It feeds the beneficial bacteria in your gut, which in turn produce short-chain fatty acids like butyrate. This compound enters your bloodstream and has a potent, body-wide anti-inflammatory effect, calming the immune system from the inside out. Ultimately, the power of this anti-inflammatory arsenal lies not in a single superfood, but in synergy. It's the combined, overwhelming force of these nutrients working in concert. The omega-3 south are resolving the conflict. The polyphenols are disarming the enemy's production lines. The antioxidants are protecting the civilians, your muscle cells, and the fiber is calming the entire system from its core. This comprehensive strategy doesn't just put out the fire. It simultaneously delivers the high-quality proteins, vitamins, and minerals needed to rebuild what was lost. You are not just stopping the destruction. You are actively fueling the reconstruction with every single bite, transforming your diet from a saboteur into your most powerful ally in the fight for strength and vitality. We have now established the perfect nutritional environment, clearing out inflammatory agents and providing the premium building blocks for repair. But all these resources remain idle without a direct command. This is the critical role of resistance training. It is not merely an activity. It is the definitive biological signal, the master switch that instructs your body to initiate construction. Without this powerful stimulus, the anti-inflammatory diet and high-quality protein serve a maintenance role. With it, they become the active fuel for a targeted, powerful process of muscle synthesis and fortification against decay. So how does this physical command overpower the chemical sabotage of inflammation? When you challenge your muscles, you create a controlled, acute stress. This signals your body to do more than just repair. It triggers an overcompensation, reinforcing the muscle fibers to be stronger and more resilient. This process activates potent anabolic pathways, like the mTOR pathway. Think of mTOR as the project foreman. It takes the amino acids from your diet and directs them with precision to rebuild and fortify your muscle tissue, creating a powerful growth signal that effectively silences the destructive, catabolic noise of chronic inflammation. This leads us to the definitive protocol, the master plan for muscle preservation. It is not a matter of choosing diet or exercise. It is the non-negotiable synergy of both. The strategy is a three-pronged assault on decay. First, you starve the inflammatory fire by eliminating pro-inflammatory foods. Second, you supply your internal repair crews with premium materials through adequate high-quality, protein and anti-inflammatory nutrients. Finally, and most critically, you give the command to build through consistent, progressive resistance training. This integrated approach is what transforms your body from a state of passive decay to a proactive, anabolic fortress. Let's survey the complete picture. We began by exposing the silent enemy, chronic low-grade inflammation, a relentless force of internal decay. We then identified its primary fuel sources in the modern diet, showing you how to cut its supply line. From there, we armed you with a nutritional arsenal, the powerful foods that actively fight inflammation and provide the raw materials for reconstruction. And now, we have flipped a master switch, using targeted exercise to command your body to use those materials for building resilient, powerful muscle. You now hold the complete blueprint for strength. The knowledge is now yours, but knowledge without action is merely potential. The time to build your fortress is now. Start by making one dietary change this week. Commit to 2 resistance training sessions. If this guide has provided you with value, ensure you are subscribed so you don't want to miss our next deep dive into specific workout protocols for maximum results. As a crucial reminder, this information is for educational purposes only. Always consult with a qualified physician or physical therapist before beginning any new diet or exercise program to ensure it is safe and appropriate for your individual health condition.